Welcome to week 2 of the Fifth Down. I'm Larissa Liska.
And I'm Mike Yakachonis. Our featured game of the week is Atlanta versus Hillman.
Boom! So, Mike, in this 62nd rivalry matchup, how would you describe this game?
Larissa, this is a long, historic rivalry and one that hasn't been played in 2 years. Both teams fought for the Henry and Effie George Trophy, which is given to the winning team each year. The trophy has stayed in Hillman since the two teams haven't played over the last 2 years. On Hillman's first drive, Corey Hennigan finds gunner Melligan on the slant. Melligan makes a few Huskies miss and gets the Tigers up 6-0 as the Tigers failed on the 2-point conversion. That Hennigan-Melligan connection would be very unstoppable the rest of this game. Hennigan airs it out to Melligan for another touchdown. This one goes for 51 yards and gave Hillman a 14-0 lead with 8:40 to go in the first. Still in the first now, and on another drive, Hennigan, the play-action bootleg, finds Isaac Morrison for the short touchdown score. That was Hennigan's third touchdown of the game already and gave Hillman a 22-0 lead. Aaron Kuzart and the Huskies weren't going down without a fight. Kuzart airs a deep ball out long, but George Stanky doesn't want to give Atlanta an inch. He picks it off and gives Hillman the ball back yet again. Hillman wasn't done yet. Caleb Sanders gets the call on the counter play. He's got blockers in front of him and jumps over another for a 45-yard run. Hillman goes up 42-0 at the half, and Hillman doesn't stop there. They would score another 18 points and hold on to the Henry and Effie George Trophy as they shut out Atlanta 60-0. Some other shutouts in our area this weekend. Gres-Sims had another dominant outing against Hale. Ryan Schweiderson had 91 yards rushing to complement 2 touchdowns. Fletcher Fortin helped keep the shutout going with 2 interceptions. Last year's district champs are still trying to get their season going. Alpena drops its second straight in a shutout loss to Breckenridge, 48-0.
Now let's take it to Posen for a fun 8-man matchup between the Vikings and Pelleston Hornets. We're 1 week away from the Posen Potato Festival. I know I want to go, but because the boys play on the road next Friday, we are giving the girls a special shout out this week. And here's the Queen Faith and Romel waving to the crowd. But now it's game time. Vikings ball 3rd down and 3 in the red zone. Mark Wisniewski gets the handoff and puts Posen on the board 8-0. Let's take you second quarter, same score. Senior Sam Brunette fools the defense, turns on the Jets, and sneaks by for the 31-yard touchdown. That kid has some speed. Posen leads 16-0. Now, the Hornets don't like that very much. They sting the Vikings defense on this power run. Pelleston is down by 8. Posen ball 3rd and 2. Wisniewski is cleaning house on this quarterback sweep. Cuts right and finds daylight for the 22-yard touchdown. Wisniewski led the Vikings with the 34 carries for 132 yards and 4 touchdowns, helping Posen top Pelleston 50-22. Posen is now 2-0. Burnett contributed 13 carries for 85 yards and 1 touchdown. Kroll completed 6 of 10 passes for 75 yards. And here are some scores from Thursday evening. The Oscoda Owls took down Vesterberg 56-6. They're now 1-1. Braden Malik scored 5 total touchdowns with 46 rushing and 155 passing yards. And Merrill takes down Whittemore Prescott 12-3. The Cardinals are struggling a little bit going 0-2, but Cardinals Ridge Shooty finished with 158 yards and 18 tackles.
We are the Posen Vikings, and you are watching 5th Down on WBKB.
The Alpena Wildcats had a big Week 1 victory over Escanaba, but now they put themselves to the test on the road in Sault Ste. Marie to battle the Blue Devils. Wildcats running their straight-T offense. Jordan Schultz up the middle for a 12-yard gain. Woo! Few plays later, 4th and 1. Logan Guthrie powers his way to move the chains. Wildcats still running the ball. Guthrie gets through the Sioux D and bolts to the end zone for the 12-zip track and field finish. Blue Devils get ready to rumble. Tate K goes 18 yards, brought down by Kelly Stark. Early 4th quarter, Sioux still driving. K running left behind an Army. He's taken down on the 3 by Schultz. Next play, K scores, and the Wildcats hang on for the 12-6 victory over the Blue Devils. But here's a big stat. Write this down. This year marks the first time since 2004 that Alpena has started the season 2-0. Let's share some more Thursday night scores. Onaway ran away with this one. The Cardinals top St. Helen Charlton Heston 70-14. And Rogers City top Tawas 24-8. Jeff Ellenberger led the Hurons on offense and defense.
It was a special night at Johannesburg-Lewiston High School. Every year, the Joburg squad honors service members in various branches of the military. The proceeds from tonight's game also benefited various veterans charities. Joburg also wore special jerseys for tonight's games to honor those who serve. Mancelona draws first blood in the first quarter. Devin Letts gets the call and runs it in for the short score. Mancelona goes up 6-0. Still in the first quarter now. Joburg shocks the world by throwing the ball. Tanner Schimmel hits Lance Uplegger for a 45-yard touchdown play and a potential play of the week. That score would tie the game at 6 as the Cardinals failed to convert on the point after. Now in the second quarter, Kevin Geringer gets the call and runs it in for a 5-yard score. Geringer would run for 145 yards on the night on just 16 carries for the Cardinals while giving the Cardinals a 13-6 lead. Still in the second quarter, this time it's Brett Crandall in the short yardage situation. He gets the toss from Schimmel and handles the rest as he crosses the plane for the score. Crandall finished with 2 touchdowns on the night. Joburg is still rolling strong 19-6. The Cardinals come away with a strong win on an important night. They get the win tonight, beating Mancelona 35-6.
Our competition continues for who previews the most winning teams each week, and here's how we're stacking up.
Let's see, Larissa, who got it, and that's another check in the win column for me.
Beginner's luck. The season is still early. I'll catch up.
Hey, better luck next week. You're really going to need it with the way this season's going for you.
Well, that's all we have for this week's edition of the Fifth Down.
We will post a poll on Monday for the top 5 plays of the week.